Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out a debut here on the channel, BergBlades, for the first time, established in 2013. And I've been keeping you guys posted on some sales and good deals and new releases happening here through the channel community tab. And you finally get a chance to check one out here in person. This one's called the Tick. It's titanium bead blasted marble carbon fiber S9EV with a bell satin, and just 27 out of 30. Well, that's got quite a limited run right there. So we got the magnetic box, and without further ado, let's get in here. We got some different stickers going on here. Let's take a quick look, rapid fire. So far, we got the skull right there, BergBlades, little buffalo head skull right there as well. Got the man right there with the fighting grip, holding a knife. And same thing right here. Matt Westberg. That's where BergBlades come from. Let's go ahead and take a look. What else is in here? Got a little foam here for protection. And here is the Tick. Oh, man. And at first, I thought it was the actual smaller model. But yeah, this one is actually a big boy right here. That's what I'm talking about. First impressions, let's get a closer look in here. There is that shredded carbon fiber inlay going on there in the front. They call it marble carbon fiber. And then there's a bead blasted titanium going on all throughout the handle. Same thing matching on the other side, except on the lock bar area, which is very understanding, right? Cut out stress relief on the outside and a matching titanium backspacer as well. Big hardware, of course, TA all around. And let's see, we have a flipper deployment here with some jimping. And we have a fuller situation going on here as well. So I'll definitely be trying to deploy off of that. So let's start off with the flipper deployment. Bam. Oh, okay. For some reason, that felt a little bit more satisfying than I was expecting it to. Right, let's go ahead and see the close. Oh, yeah. So nice deployment action right there for sure. I want to say light switching it works, obviously. And what about push buttoning it? That works too, right? Just answer the question right there. So push button and light switching works. What about the fuller? I mean, come on. Come on, you already knew. You already knew that was going to work out right there. Man, and actually feels pretty satisfying to do so as well, right, with the Spidey flick. And then now let me try it with my thumb deployment here. Yeah, my thumb, whoop, butterfingers, there we go. Yeah, just obviously don't put additional pressure on the lock bar and you should be good. Let's look at this blade, man. This is a one gorgeous looking blade. I mean, for starters, in case you didn't see this from miles away, it got a beautiful hollow ground going on here, just what the doctor ordered. All right, check out that bell satin finish, which I think, you know, bell satin with a hollow, that is such a great recipe. I absolutely dig that a lot. Right, we got S9EV steel on there, beautiful fuller, which is a little bit more on the bead blasted sort of finish with another horizontal finish, satin finish going on here on the non-milled side of the blade. Check that out. There is the Berg's Blade logo right here on the show side, and other than that, it's pretty, you know, minimalistic here as far as billboarding goes. All right, checking out the lockup on here. Let me get my scientific 5x zoom. A little bit harder to see because the flipper's on the other side, but it looks to me like a good 20-25%. Steel insert for steel and steel contact, and while we're here, right, obviously it's going to be milled on the inside for weight reduction as well. Obviously it's also milled here in the front for those carbon fiber inlays as well. But yeah, let's go ahead and see the close. By the way, good access to the lock bar right there, right? Very nice and easy to disengage, pushing down to the left. And it's a little bit of a shake shutter. I don't mind that. Very smooth there. Not a guillotine or anything like that. Also not very drop shot. It's just more of a shake shot, right? You got to kind of guide it to where it needs to go. Now, ergos, yeah, definitely a large knife. It definitely feels the hand here pretty good. I have a, you know, average size hands, not the biggest, not the smallest of hands. Hammer grip here feels right at home. Full purchase with a little bit of handle left. Check out the finger choke situation. That's right. We can forward choke on this bad boy right here. You know it. And that feels also really nice. Gets you a little bit more control of the blade when, you know, doing your cuts and whatnot. Also digging the whole clip point, you know, aesthetics to this thing. Yeah, that is a full straight line right there. So that is technically a clip point, not a drop point. But yeah, definitely loving the geometry here. Looks really nice to say the least. So ergos are good. Definitely that forward choke spot. A little bit of jimping right there on the blade and also on the handle. So that's nice. If I'm gripping back here, right, this works. I'm able to use the jimping on both handle and blade. If I'm forward choking, I'm probably going to be more up here. Would have been nice to have jimping going all the way to up here, because sometimes my thumb is a little bit more further forward, right, like around right there. But that's just me. A little bit additional jimping wouldn't hurt. But other than that, I mean, it's very, very comfortable, right? The pocket clip right here, pretty deep carry, about this much will show out of the pocket, and not reversible. I do believe they do make lefty versions of these knives. I could be wrong, but I do believe they do. And so non-reversible pocket clip, something to keep in mind. And this one is 27 out of 30. It actually says it inside right there of the back spacer, right, which is really cool. Nice little touch right there. If you know, you know what I mean. But yeah, let's go ahead and see what this thing can do, right? Quick scientific cutting test, of course. That is the staple of this channel. Here we go. Yeah, once it bites, I'll tell you that. It really comes to a very fine edge right down here. So it definitely, you know, once it gets a hold of the paper, once it bites, forget about it. Forget about it. You know what I mean? So again, this one has seen some use via the Lefty EDC pass around. So shout out to Lefty. Right, definitely trying pretty good right there. Right, I can tell that, you know, probably not as sharp as it was maybe out of the box, but still managing to perform and cut really decently, really nicely there. A single wall piece of cardboard cutting at a diagonal angle for better performance. Here we go. Oh yeah, hollow ground putting in work. Absolutely, here we go. Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's also very comfortable on hand. Gotta tell you, these, you know, little cutting down portion right here. So it starts straight, then it angles down a bit, then some more, and then all the way. And that actually feels really, really comfortable on hand. Not to mention the whole thing is nice and contour, right? Good roundedness to the handle all the way around. And the pocket clip, I barely even feel the pocket clip. It's like a good 9, maybe 9.5 out of 10 there. Guys, rate this thing in the comments. Let me know on a scale from 1 through 10, right? How sharp is it? Rate that edge, right? 10 being the sharpest. You all let me know. But I mean, overall, yeah, definitely a larger EDC for sure. Let's do some size comparisons to give you a ballpark right here next to some of the typical ones in the channel. There is your PM2, and as a matter of fact, it's actually pretty PM2 size. The Para 3 obviously is going to be a tad bit shorter there, as you can see. Here's the Demco 80 20.5 and the Kumbu Chad. I mean, can you tell that I like titanium knives, right? Absolutely dig them. Definitely very Kumbu Chad size, maybe just a tad bit. Clearly bigger than the, or longer than the 80 20.5. Here's the Civivi Vision FG, and that's a little bit shorter. The Kaiser Melota is also actually pretty comparable. All right, you guys be the judge there. Right, all highly recommendable knives. All linked down below, by the way, if you guys want to check prices, availability, and variants. And I do have content on all these knives if you guys want to check out more details. That is the CJRB Pyrite Light, and this is the Vosteed Porcupine. Highly recommendable as well. Hopefully that gives you more or less the ballpark. The Tick, which is such a funny, interesting name, by the way. The Tick is definitely a large EDC, no doubt about it, as you can see here. And overall, making a great first impression here on the channel. Very first BergBlades to be featured here on the Miguel EDC channel, and definitely one very interesting, special knife to say the least. So what a great way to, you know, check out this brand here. I mean, I gotta tell you, the fit and finish on this one is really immaculate, like really high quality stuff. Future me, put the OEM on the screen. I wonder who OEMs this one for BergBlades. I mean, you could tell me this was Reate, and I'll be like, you know what, I can see it. I can see it if that was the case. But you know, maybe Best Tech, maybe Kubi, who knows. But future me is gonna put it on the screen instead of me just guessing here left and right. Guys, let me know your thoughts on this one. What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let me know. Let's hang out in the comment section down below. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.